Here's your daily dose of fitness, food, and fun. Angelica's Daily Surprise starts now.
We're not going to do, obviously.
We're not doing 2 rounds today for time.
Yes.
We might run out of film in the camera.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're not. This is good.
I have some work to do.
And make space. So you're gonna kind of like wiggle away. Exactly. Good.
Hello there, and welcome to my apartment. Now, you may or may not have noticed, I've been pretty into self-defense lately. I've been learning different simple strategies for self-defense, which has become very important to me. And I think it's an excellent tool for arming yourself or having the ability to arm yourself in this unpredictable world where anything could happen. Now, I don't mean to spook you. I'm trying to help you, and I'm trying to help myself. Now, today we're focusing on a ground attack. So, just as my guest, who I'll introduce here in a second, mentioned, a lot of fights end up on the ground. How do you get back up? How do you survive? How do you prevent yourself from getting dragged to a second location? Well, today's guest is here to guide us through that. Now, he is a self-proclaimed regular average guy. But I'll let him introduce himself. We have Joey. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Joey de Los Reyes. I'm the co-owner of the Kombat Arts Training Academy and Civilian Self-Defense. And I've been doing martial arts for quite a long time, over 30 years, covering the gambit of boxing, Muay Thai, Savate Boxe Français, Filipino martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, mixed martial arts. And I've had the luxury of teaching and sharing my martial arts over 25 years with my community. And again, teaching self-defense stuff, law enforcement, regular Joes, recreational, and some competitive professional athletes. And so like what I want to share today are some certain aspects of self-defense, which I think are really, really important. We're going to address the ground fighting situation. The ground fighting situation is horrific because it's an uncomfortable situation for us, especially as we get to be adults. We're not used to lounging and hanging around on the ground. We're not like 4-year-old kids anymore. So it's an unfamiliar environment. But we need to know how to address it because you may intentionally purposely go to the ground. You may fall to the ground because of the environment. Maybe you're pushed down. Maybe you slip on the ice.
You're wearing
a slippery
heels.
Surface, wearing heels.
You slip.
Whatever.
Winter.
Right?
Get stuck.
Exactly. So even though like it's uncomfortable, we need to basically teach you how to get back up to your feet sooner or later. Remember, the goal is basically for self-defense is to escape. We're not sitting here to make it a tournament fight.
No.
We're not doing a kickboxing match. We're not trying to get points in a jiu-jitsu match or submission or what have you. Our goal is to escape. So keep that in mind at all times. I'm sure it's been explained by other self-defense experts here. Your goal when you first come into a scenario like this is to know where all the exits are. So where are the exits? Where can I make my quick escape?
It's like you're on an airplane.
Exactly. You know, you're looking for that exit and you want to get out of there as soon as possible. Conditioning is really, really important. You need to work on your conditioning. That's probably like the best weapon out there for you in order to run away, right? And probably one of the hardest things is changing levels. Picking your body off the ground is probably one of the hardest things to do out there. So we're going to start off with a conditioning drill.
Yes.
And
this is very important to do.
Yes.
You know, you got to be fit to fight.
Yes. My students love and hate this drill. So
I feel like I'm going to have a similar sentiment.
I have the pleasure of introducing to you the infamous California drill. All right?
Okay.
And so this drill we usually do with kicks. Okay. We're going to do knees instead.
Okay.
Because I think knees are really important. And we're going to intersperse it with burpees.
I knew you were going to say burpees. I thought you were going to lead off with burpee, and then you didn't. And then, yeah, you said it.
I'm going to grab some pads in a few seconds. And what you're basically going to do is this. You're going to grab onto my shoulder. All right, I'm going to be you.
Okay.
You're going to grab onto the shoulder. You're going to throw 2 right knees.
Okay.
Hit the ground. And then burpee.
Okay.
And then you're going to grab the other side of my shoulder.
Okay.
And again, 2 left knees.
Burpee.
And then burpee.
Okay.
Now, this is for a period of 2 minutes or 120 seconds. Whatever happens first.
Whatever, whatever feels like less in my mind.
Yes, exactly, yes. Okay, so we can go for 2 minutes or so, or 1 minute. We should do it for 2 minutes, and we should do 2 rounds of this.
Okay.
We're not going to do, obviously.
We're not doing 2 rounds today for time.
Yes.
We might run out of film in the camera.
Yes, maybe. So you want to get those pads? We'll get started?
Yes.
Let me get those pads for you.
I like that this is a different approach to the regular burpee because you're applying actual.
Yeah, so like, you know, again, like when you're under stress, right, a lot of things happen to you. You get dry mouth, your heart rate accelerates to 180 plus. You can't really rely on like really fine, small motor skills, like gun disarms, knife disarms, small joint manipulation. When your heart rate is racing so high, you have to rely on gross motor skills, pushing, shoving, dragging. So again, this is a great thing of you grabbing me and animalistically, primally throwing that knee to my groin, my stomach, my face, et cetera, and then changing levels. Again, lifting your body up and down like X amount of times, whatever you weigh, is a lot of work, all right? At the end of the day, can you move your own body? That's what fitness is all about. Can you move your own body, right? Can you pick up kids? Can you jump over a fence? Can you push a car, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah.
So this is why I like integrating these skills, because we're looking at gross motor skills. When your heart rate's about 180,
Yes.
it's primal, it's animalistic. Near the end of the 2 minutes, you're tired, but you're like, dude, I gotta push it out there. So let's give it a try. Let's try 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay? So
1 minute. I love how you're looking at my reaction and you're like, you know what, let's just do 1 minute.
you're gonna grab my shoulder, okay?
Okay.
And 2 right knees, 2 left
One,
knees, good.
2.
And burpee. Good. Grab other side, knee, good. Burpee, nice, awesome. Grab and pull me into that knee. Don't be nice. Pull. Nice one. Good.
Okay, so a little bit about me. I do everything like I'm a dancer.
Yeah. Pull.
And I'm still trying to
Good,
get
good,
out of
yeah.
that.
I can hear the music in the background. It sounds
I'm
great.
like cats.
Good. Hey, nice one. Good.
I'm trying to move my body
Good.
different way.
So you're about halfway to halfway, which really means
That's
nothing at all.
mean to
Here we
say.
go. Knee, grab. Hey, and
threw me
again,
off.
and again, knee again.
One more.
Hey, good, burpee. Beautiful, good. And let's go. Good, burpee. Good. Keep going. Awesome. Let's say 20 more seconds. 20 more
Oh my
seconds.
God.
No, you're
I
good.
really
You're good.
out of shape?
Yeah, no, you're not. Good. Yes, so usually we do this for 2 minutes, but we're gonna be nice to her today. Grab a knee.
What do you mean nice?
Yes, let's go. Go, knee. Good. 10 seconds, push it. Push it. And good, beautiful. One more. And let's finish with a knee. Let's finish with 2 knees. Come on, finish here. Good, beautiful. Awesome work. Beautiful.
How long was that? Was that a minute?
It was about a minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna shave some
I have
off.
some work to do.
Filipinos are bad for time, but I think it'll be okay. So 2 minutes is what we look for.
This is
2 minutes.
embarrassing.
And we usually do kicks instead, not knees. But I think knees will serve its purpose for today because it's a
Agua.
martial arts skill. And
You want some water too?
Yes.
It's a water break.
Awesome. I'll get some water.
Okay, so I definitely, Joey got my heart rate up there. That was such an effective way to kind of break through that first exertion, which is just so important, especially when you're learning new things, is to get that surge in your body and clear out, what were you telling me?
It's like the rust in your lungs, right?
Yes.
First thing in the morning, you're coughing up all that phlegm, all that stuff in your body. So we're just kind of shocking the body. But like I was saying, maybe it was good. We typically do that drill at the end of our class, but maybe it was good we did it at the beginning to kind of shock you, because that's how a fight can be really like. You're not just encountering someone, an attacker, and go, hey, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna warm up, do a dynamic warm up, and we're gonna get into it. No, it's like Shanghai, they're jumping on you.
1 second.
Yeah. Let me take my pre-workout and we're ready to go. It doesn't work like that, right? You're just jumped on right away.
Yeah.
So that's almost like we're simulating the physical effects of a fight, not really the psychological, but the physical effects, right? So, want to try some ground stuff?
Let's try some ground stuff.
Okay,
I'm feeling focused and warmed up.
So you're gonna be on your back.
Okay.
All right. I was able to take you down. All right. And in this position here, all right, I'm trying to maybe sexually assault you, try to attack you like this. All right. In jiu-jitsu, we call this a guard position. All right. I'm gonna maybe grab your throat. I'm gonna go for a slap.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I don't know. I'm like this. It's so weird how your body. I immediately want to do this.
It's a natural reaction for sure. You know what I mean? To get your hands up and everything. Maybe to grab my hands. And we're gonna try to work on those natural reactions. And we're gonna try to use your legs here, the strongest part of your body.
Right.
All right. So here, maybe I grab your throat. I go to hit. You're gonna block. And if you can, yes, get control of my hand. Yeah, you can grab it right there.
There.
That's fine.
That's so weird because my instinct is to go like this, but then you could just do it again.
Yeah, and you know what? That's why this is this is the instinct,
Yeah.
And this is the training of you grabbing my
grab.
hand. Yeah, you have to train this stuff, right? This stuff is not natural. So instinctively, that flinch response is going to happen.
Yes.
But now what do we do with that flinch response is part of the training that you need to do.
I feel like I'm like a squirrel. I'm like,
Well, everyone,
you
like
know?
even martial artists, right? Like, you know, martial artists have that flinch response. They can't help it, right?
Right.
Everyone has that flinch response. If all of a sudden I'm in my bathrobe having a coffee, I come downstairs to the front door and I open it, and all of a sudden the mailman's there, I don't jump into the crane technique, all right? I'm surprised too, just like anyone else. I'm surprised, right? And then maybe I get over that flinch response, that shock, and then I'm like, oh, who are you? It's
Right.
a postman or UPS or what have you, right?
Your grandma.
Not everyone is like, yeah, I'm ready to fight
No.
every nanosecond. We don't live in a lifetime like that, right?
Right.
So for sure, honestly, this reaction, this flinch is totally natural.
Okay.
It's what are we gonna do with it? And again, this is the training aspect of it. Something you have to drill over and over and over.
Yes.
You have no choice, right?
right. So let's
here,
try this again.
I grab, you block, and you
Bam.
control that hand. Yeah, try to control down by the wrist area.
Right.
Now, again, we talk about using your strongest portion. Here, you're gonna take your, well, let me step back a bit. You're now gonna control my other hand. So if you can, bring your hand inside, yes, and then grab my hand, my wrist. And you're gonna do it like this. This is what we're trying to go
Yikes.
for. That's the
I am
goal.
not used to
Yeah.
doing this.
This is the goal we're looking for,
Okay,
right?
okay,
So you're gonna
okay.
block,
Bam.
grab, put your hand on the inside, yes, and grab my wrist. Try to go down by my wrist area.
I'm like so, that's such a strange feeling.
You know,
Okay.
like grip is probably one of the most important things you need to work on, everyone. Everything you do, all right, especially in martial arts and quite a few sports, rely on having a good grip. If you think about it, how often do you actually work your grip?
You never do.
Yes, and you should, and it's really, really important, right?
is.
Like think about those movie scenes where the guy's hanging off the cliff and he's
Yeah.
about to fall off and everything. If you
Yeah.
work this grip, you'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's
I'd
go
be
again.
totally fine.
Block, grab, inside, grab. Now, you want to grab my wrist more? Down, yes.
Why am I not getting your wrist more? Why do
you-
I keep ending up at the fleshiest, strongest part of
It's
your arm?
probably maybe a bigger surface area, so it's, you know, you can get onto it pretty fast. But you can slide down to that area right here.
Okay, can I try that again?
Sure.
Okay.
Block,
Bump.
yep. Inside,
Oh, I have to go here.
good.
I have to slide up.
Yes.
There.
Good. Now, take one of your feet
Okay.
and put it on my hip. So you might have to push away a bit. Good. And then the other one, and make space. So you're gonna kind of like wiggle away. Exactly. Good. So here now.
Wouldn't I just go like this?
Sure.
Bah,
And so from
like
here,
a kangaroo?
there's nothing wrong with you kicking me off.
Yeah.
There's
Could I
nothing-
do that? Because I feel
Yes.
like that's what.
That's
just
your
with
strongest part of your body, right?
my layman knowledge at
yeah.
this moment.
Here you're controlling
Okay.
my hips, so it's harder for me to punch.
Okay, so I
Right?
could push.
You could now use your right leg, for example, bring it back to your chest, your knee. You can kick from there to
Boom.
the face many times, right?
Boom.
I stand up, all right, and you still monitor my hips.
Okay.
Now, we're gonna switch over. I know it's really complicated. This is the training.
Okay.
She's gonna let go and grab here like she's holding a baseball bat.
Yes, the
And you-
baseball bat.
There's pressure and counter pressure. She's pulling and pushing back with the legs. So,
Right.
Yes. So she, in
There.
effect, she's stretching me out to get away from this kind of stuff here. Again, training, conditioning, it's all important in self-defense. So here, she's got to really work here to hold my form.
This is like the extreme scenario.
Right. And now we talk about vision, wind, and limbs. When you're attacking an opponent that's bigger, better trained, or has a weapon, you need to go for vision, wind, and limbs. What target areas can we affect that affect someone's vision, their wind, and limbs? So she kicking my groin
Right.
definitely is going to affect my wind. Her kicking me in the face can affect
Boom.
my wind, my vision, et cetera, et cetera. Depending on how my knee's situated, maybe it's an opportune time to do some kind of kick laterally against my kneecap. Now she's affecting my limbs. So she just go to town right here on my face.
Boom.
You go to my groin.
Oh,
Yeah, and
boom.
she's stomping, like not actually really scooping.
Oh, it's more like
stomping
that.
on my groin.
Stomping it.
And then here on the side of the kneecap.
Okay.
Good. And then I make space, and we'll talk about how to
Assuming-
get up safely.
All right.
Okay, so let me show you.
All right.
Come on up.
Can I see how I would do it? How would I do
Sure,
it?
let me show you how you get up. So that's one good example,
Okay.
especially if you're smaller and you're fast.
I've done contemporary dance.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
Yes.
All right. Especially if you have the distance that allows you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Maybe your adversary is attacked and they're really hurt. For sure, turn and run away.
Right.
I'm going to show you another one that's very similar to like a Turkish get-up.
Oh.
All right. So here.
Kettlebell.
Yeah.
Kettlebell term for all
So
you.
here, after I've hit that person,
Okay.
I'm going to pick a side.
Yes.
My hand is up, just in case he or she may try to attack me again. And I don't want to go forward. So this is the difference here.
No.
I'm not going to go forward because I may run into a person's kick, their knee, et cetera, et cetera. So if I'm here, I pick a side, whatever side you're comfortable. It's my sexy lounging pose right here. I'm blocking, and now this leg that's on the bottom is gonna go behind me. And I base up.
Yes.
And now I'm ready to deal with a situation, or I could run away. What you did was not wrong, all right? You're just gonna be mindful of the distance between you and your attacker.
Yeah, and the space that you
Yeah,
have there. Let's say you're in an alleyway and
Or
there's a
I'm
garbage
stuck
can.
in this room with this guy or in an
Yes.
elevator, and I can't just roll around and run
No.
away. Now, unfortunately, the fight has to maybe continue, whatever that looks like, right? So here I am. When I finish, again, I pick a side, my sexy pose, all right? I'm blocking. This leg's gonna go behind me. And mobility, deep squat position. Now I can come up, and if I have to, I can run away, or I can address the situation in front of me. You wanna try it for me?
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, and see how your hand is up? That's good. And now, exactly. Beautiful, and
Yeah.
whatever you've learned from before. So let's do the
Yes.
whole thing.
Okay.
So you're down?
Okay, I'm just gonna try this for a second, the getting up thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful, good. And see, eyes on target.
Yeah.
Make some space, all right?
This is another thing where this is something I have to work on myself, is being able to contract
Your core.
without completely tipping
Yes,
over.
yes.
To keep so that I can, I have a hard time keeping my back up when I get here. That's just something I need to work on.
And it's also too, like,
There's
when
always
you,
something.
when you turn and give up your back, maybe that's someone that has less core strength or less mobility has to do
Yeah.
until you get to that point where your mobility is better. There's nothing wrong with that. Just understand that tactically, right? Maybe I did do something like this, and it went that way because my mobility and my core strength allow me to do that. But just recognize that you're giving up your back for 1 second. Yes, and then, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah. If
I
you're,
shouldn't have done that.
If you can do
I'm
stuff
so
like that,
sorry.
no problem. If you can do stuff like that,
I'm
there's
so
no
sorry,
problem.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. So let's put the whole scene together.
Okay, so I've somewhat been put through the motions of defending myself against this attack and getting away. Let's walk through it. So, this.
Defend, nice, good. Wipe, good. Use your strongest parts. Beautiful, nice.
And then baseball bat.
Attack,
Boom.
good. Kick to the groin,
Boom.
head, kneecap.
Stomp the groin.
I get away,
Ah!
and you're back up onto your feet. And now we can start the battle from standing up.
The getting away part was actually the
It's
hardest
tough.
part.
Yeah. Want to try
I
it
feel
again?
like I almost tripped on myself.
Well, that's going to happen, right? It's not going to be perfect per
Yeah.
se. But remember,
Yeah.
it's sometimes in self-defense, it's goal-oriented training. What's the goal? Especially with self-defense, is to escape. It's goal-oriented training. I'm not here to look pretty as I run away. No one's taking a video of me or a selfie as I try to make my escape. It's the goal. Want to try?
I know what I need to adjust here.
You go based on your knee
This
first.
is what I was doing. I was setting up here.
No.
And then you can't get up from there. You have to set up here so that you can push and then get that leg there. Okay, that's what I was
And
doing.
see how the validity of single leg exercises, strength exercises are really important, like lunges, single RDLs, Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah.
This gives validity to learning how to do like single leg exercises besides being a biped kind of creature. All right, can you do single leg exercises? That's really important. As you get older, trust me, you need to work on that kind of stuff too. All right,
Yeah.
let's give it a try.
Yeah, so pull out that kettlebell or even a free weight.
Yes.
Seriously, doing the get up is like,
Oh, the Turkish get
the
up.
Turkish get up is,
So important, guys.
it's one of
Yeah.
the most important cornerstones of like kettlebell, and you see why. You're holding the weight up here while you're doing that with your legs.
That's your block. That's
Yeah.
your block, right?
All right.
Let's try again. Last one, champ.
Okay.
So here you end up on the ground, right? I'm here like this. Block, good. Inside, use your legs, strongest portion. You can kick from there. I don't like
Stomp.
it. Switch to baseball bat grip, and now start attacking again. Let's switch your legs though, because now you have better targets of opportunity here.
Okay.
Right? You have my groin, you have my kneecap,
Stomp.
my face. I don't like this. And now, beautiful, much better. Exactly.
Okay.
There you go. The goal for self-defense is to escape, is to run away. We're not teaching to engage like a kickboxer or a grappler, is to run away. That's what we talked about this before, is that you need to know wherever you enter, where are all the exits? Where are the exits in the place? You go to a strange restaurant, a first date with somebody. Do you know where the exits are? Not because maybe this person may or may not attack you, but what if there was a fire? All right, that's like a common sense thing. But do you know where the exits are at all times so you can make your escape at all times? And that's what self-defense is all about. Goal-oriented training. I want to basically, if I have to, defend myself, cause some damage. I'm not sitting here to use excessive use of force. Can I basically, in effect, escape from this person? Go work today.
Thank you so much,
That was
Joey.
awesome, man.
Completely average dude, Joey.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it so much. Awesome work today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's been Anjelica's Daily Surprise. See you tomorrow.